People tend to think it's hard to take care of an anole. Any type of anole, it's very easy to take care of. I'd recommend it as a first pet, unless you don't like insects. If you do not like insects, do not get something that eats insects, because you will need to buy insects or catch them and feed them to them, like either handly. You can try with tweezers, but trust me, it's very difficult, because I hated crickets. I didn't expect to get Napoleon, that's his name. I didn't expect to get him, and I think that's what freaked me out the most, because I thought they would just eat like a fruit or something, like if I threw a strawberry in there they'd eat it, but no. I looked them up and they eat crickets. At the beginning, because when I first read it, it said they can eat mealworms, which are these ugly, terrifying, Mallory, stop it, terrifying looking things. Oh my gosh, they are so disgusting. Oh my god. Sorry, my dog's bothering Napoleon, but they're pretty cheap, but they are too big for any type of anole, unless you got the giant Cuban anole. That's something completely different. But when sorry, I guess something stuck to my foot. When they eat mealworms, it goes right through them. They don't digest it. It doesn't give them any nutrients or energy. They just goes through them. So I recommend crickets. Even if you don't like crickets, try to get your boyfriend to feed it. Like, try to get your boyfriend to eat it. Whoa, to feed it. Because I personally hate them, and I try to get my brother to do it so many times, but now I need to do it, because I learned if I want to keep him alive, I gotta do it when he's not here. So, if you really want to take care of it and keep it alive, it is pretty difficult. It will cost you money, unless you just have all this stuff sitting in your backyard, which I doubt you guys have. But yeah. And for one and all, I would recommend a 10-gallon tank. Do not put them in a little cage that you would keep the crickets in, because they will get stressed out. They will not move around. They will not have anything to climb on. Don't just put a little stick in there, because that definitely won't help. Like, if you catch one outside and you notice that it's probably not going to live that long, keep it out there. Don't bring it in. Don't get attached to it, and don't let it die, because that's what will happen. And try to give them purified water. You don't want them to have the nasty water that runs through our freaking faucets and stuff. That's just not good for them plain. And make sure I have a Carolina anole. They are like humid areas, like Texas. You'll normally find them in Texas, and the Florida, humid places. They'll just be laying on your front yard or on your concrete, because they like warm spots. And if that's what you choose to do and choose to have, if you choose that pet, I really recommend it for a first reptile owner, for any type of pet, just so you get the feel of taking care of something. They will need, if you want them to not be skittish to humans, you will need to like hold them every once in a while and pet them, but make sure you don't keep them out of their light for too long. And normally, you'll want to get one of these heat lamps. If you don't know what type of heat lamp it is, go to your local pet store and just ask for a Carolina anole, or just ask for an anole heat lamp, and they'll show them to you. I recommend this, because at first I had one of these, and this is just to a fish tank, and that's definitely not good, because as you can see, I have the thermometer sticker here, and it has to be up to 85 to 90 degrees in there. And it just keeps them really nice and healthy, because if you want to have a sick anole for the rest of their life, just put them in like a little thing and barely feed them, and don't feed them anything that's half the size of their head. So if you go to the pet store, get crickets and ask for smaller crickets, because if you get big crickets and the gross big crickets, they will jump higher than the small ones, and they will either pick at your lizard and irritate it. And don't leave them in there overnight, because they will nibble at your lizard while they're sleeping, and trust me, it's not good to do that, because they will eat at your lizard, and I know you guys don't want that. So make sure they have warm, like wet places. As you can see, the bowl in the back, it's easier to see like that, the bowl in the back and this rock right here, you want to have a spot where they can bake and lay in the sun, or lay in the like heat lamp, and lay there, and you want places where they can crawl. So if he wants to rest, then you can have a spot where they can go in and hide at night, or they can go into sleep at night. Because I normally mine sleeps on his branches because that's just where he loves to be, is on his branches. But you can just find sticks from outside. Make sure there's no eggs on them. Make sure there's nothing on them. Like, and you can just beat it off. Or make sure there's no spiders on them or anything like that to hurt or potentially poison your lizard. And yeah, you can find if you haven't seen your anole drink out of anything, put leaves in there, spray them with water, and put your anole on the leaves. Normally, they will take a lick at the leaves or barely touch it with their mouth, or if they get dehydrated, pour water into their mouth. That is the best way to teach them to drink their own water, because normally at pet stores, I feel like they don't take care of them that well, but that's what your job is for, to buy them and to take care of them better than they did. So yeah, if you guys have questions or want me to make a different video about something, just link below, or subscribe if you would like.